Hello everyone, it's Armstrong here from Other Miniatures, and it's 5 in the morning. Yeah, I cannot sleep. I woke up, so I decided to build some cars, even though I can barely see. So it's gonna be an interesting endeavor. Again, I cannot sleep. Yeah, don't mind me. Uh, this is one of the cheap old cars builds, and this time we are taking a pickup. So again, no funds to change the wheels. Yeah, I would love to get rid of them, but we are reaching now about almost €2 in savings, so close enough, but still not the dice, because even if I just print a couple of wheels, they're gonna be a couple of cents each. So I'm waiting to collect about maybe £4 to print the entire bed, because that would be the price in resin. So what we're gonna do with this, I want to build a harpoon gun. Obviously I don't have either a crossbow, bow, or anything like that to use, so we're gonna have to scratch build the entire thing, and we're gonna mount it on the bed. I don't gonna use a mini because I don't think that I have appropriate one, but we can build like a mounting pole, lift it up, and then use a toothpick as a bolt. And I don't have those stuff that I said, but this is a used up sprue from I don't remember the name of the game, but basically I did already build the minis, and I'm gonna be using this sprue as the materials. Yeah, and I'm not taking like any of the weapons or anything like that, because that would be cheating. But normally the sprue, I normally just cut out everything and throw it into boxes for my spare parts. But today we're gonna be only using the sprues because it is nice, rounded, and with a little bit of bending it can work as a bow, and so on and so forth. So yeah, let's stop talking and start building. So with this bad boy I decided to go with, actually I was thinking metallic, like with the previous cheapo cars, but I decided against it, and you can see it is already dry brush in white. So what I'm gonna do, just dry brush the parts I want to be metallic in metallics, and then we're gonna switch over to brown. I think that this car gonna look lovely in brown, so let's hope that I'm right, yeah, because I tend to make small mistakes with this kind of choices. Well, not small, gigantic ones, but let's just pretend that they are small. So the armoring, definitely, the exhaust pipe, yeah, the wheels, I want them, dry brushed. Again, in here, again, this is, I'm saying again because I'm recording quite a few videos at the same time, and I just, I said something in one video and maybe, put out a week later or 2 weeks later, and it just, for me, it feels like it was just right now. For you, it feels like ages. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with this being metallic as well. Just that they cut pieces of rebarb and maybe sharpen it. Yeah, and this entire base maybe metallic as well. But that's it for the metallics. Let me just dump it into water. And now I already have picked the Sachel Brown. Picked, not picking. Sorry, my English not so good lately. Picked Sachel Brown for the car body. So what I'm gonna do, again, I'm repeating the same kind of mistake. I'm just gonna go and paint the body in this Sachel Brown color, which I don't know, like I think it should be a little bit more beige in my opinion, but I need to mess with the colors and see how it's gonna turn out, and then I'm gonna see if that was the right decision or not. It feels like the right decision, but like I said, I do have a couple of trucks, in a very nice looking beige color, and I think that might be swaying my own brain to go, oh, it should be lighter. And so you might be asking, what is this wire? I have no clue. It could be a weapon, it could be a light. When I was putting this together, I was thinking light. But right now I think that it might be, some sort of a launcher, flamer maybe. Or something like that. Anything really. It could be offensive weapon, it could be defensive. Really what you would need for your build. It's not supposed to be a tutorial, it's supposed to be inspiration for you. Hopefully. I don't know, I think that I tried tutorial style videos and I don't think that I'm any good at this. Oh, I need more brown. But I like how it is turning out so far. And that little, I found my mixer, yeah, what do you call it? Oh, there it is, that thing, it vibrates your paint. Oh, it helps so much with the dropper bottles. Yeah, because sometimes they can be a little bit on a finicky side. Especially when the ball gets stuck and, just glued to the bottom of the container. And you try to get it on stock. This vibrator basically just sort out the problem for you. Okay, someone on my corridor is listening to YouTube out loud. That's weird. All right, and we're going with this. Like I said, I think that brown was actually a good choice. Yeah, it's not perfect, but it might be the best option that I had. Well, not really. I do own a ton of paint, so I probably had a better option. But again, for 56p, and obviously I spent paint, so it would be a little bit more expensive if we count all of them in. But for such a cheap car, to turn out so well, I wouldn't be complaining. Here we go. Let me see if I have anything else to paint with that. Maybe here. Like, I don't gonna be bothering to squish under it because there is no point for me. All right. And now I just need to grab a blue paint, mix it very quickly, and I just want a couple of drops for the window. Yeah, I really don't mind the back one because, well, I can paint it, but it's not really necessary, although I can still do it, so I will. We have our blue window here. This one not really going to be showing that much because it is very dark there. What did I screw up? Whatever. There could be a little bit of splatter of different color. And then we have a little bit of window showing in here. This was completely armored, and I think I can put this. Yeah, there is like a little bit of windows showing here. Yeah, but I'm really not doing any weathering. Let's just give it a moment to dry. And we're gonna be right back. And here it is, finally dry. And I'm gonna be honest, I like the color. It is a little bit dark, but that's what I was expecting. And I don't really think that I need to put weathering on it. It just doesn't feel like necessary thing to do. Yeah, the harpoon gun, the you know, the thread is a little bit meh, but other than that, I really don't complain. And that plate is kind of, you know, junky, but it adds to this junkiness of this entire build. Yeah, and again, 56p. Yeah, bottle cap, some toothpicks, and the old sprue and the, what do you call it, a old credit card and come on, a Tic Tac box, and we have a full build. Yeah, it's really not that expensive, you know, like if you can find, you know, cheap cars like this, yeah, you basically have a lovely little cheap builds. And you know, like, I'm gonna be honest, I have quite few of them. Yeah, it's a cheap option. Yeah, and we have quite few cars already. Yeah, and this one was a little bit more expensive because you have the 3D prints in here, and I wasn't even including that in the cheap build. But even if I include the 3D prints, that was like 150 maybe altogether. Yeah, and this car actually have like metal pieces on it. It says metal body and everything. Those are as well, but they are very kind of crappy, cheap cars. But yeah, this entire collection in here, less than 5 quids, including all of the conversion. So yeah, like, this is fairly easy and accessible hobby if you want it. But enough is enough. Yeah, this is a king for today. This is our mod king, or whatever we're gonna call him, and you know, he is great. He looks great. It turned out very well. So if you like this video, you know what to do. Please rate, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, family, and whoever else wants to watch it. And everyone have a great day and take care. Bye bye.